And welcome back in, everyone. We are back with Linnea. We're going to talk to James and finish up a couple of quests. One of those will be to get the pony race started. We will also start the quest chain to go to South Hoof. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get those started. Oh, and we'll also pick up Tokens Travels. Hey, Linnea, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. Something serious. It's not a scam, I promise. Listen to James' proposal for the Travels of Token. This will give us 50 shillings and 10 player experience. Have you heard of traveling toy pictures? It's where you take a toy, like a plushie or action figure, and pose it in photos on your vacations, as if the toy is traveling on its own. This is Token. He's a dragon. I've had him for as long as I can remember. You know those postcard photos you helped me with before? I was thinking, wouldn't they be a lot more fun if you posed Token in them? Dragons are in right now, right? I'm sure tourists would eat them up. What if I let you borrow Token to take along as you explore the area? If you find any perfect photo ops, pose him for the postcard perfect shot. He can be the official traveling toy mascot for Fort Pinta. I think it sounds cute, or it's not your worst idea ever. I think it sounds cute. You do? Then you'll do it? Awesome. To make this work, I need enough shots to fill an album of postcards. I trust you to find the best photo ops in the area. Just make sure Token looks good in the shots. Bring them back when you've completed the album, and I promise to make it worth your while. Take good care of Token now. I'll trust you will make him look like the majestic dragon he is. Return to me once you have the pictures. Right, and now the pony photographer. So, what business do you have here today? Take photos of Penny and Polly's ponies. This will give us 5 shillings, 5 player experience, and 10 rep with Fort Penta. Do you have the delivery for Penny and Polly? The pony girls? Linnea, surely you understand how bad it is for my business to let tourists leave Fort Pinta. If people start going out to try that puny pony merry-go-round, there are less people here to spend money on my merchandise. What merchandise, or can't you make a business out of it? We'll go with, can't you make a business out of it? Wait, aha! I am a genius, Linnea. Linnea, take my camera, quick. Go take some photos of their ponies. I can use them as postcards and make a fortune. Hee. Why are you still here? Sure. We'll do that real quick, but we're also going to get this token picture. Hey, buddy, nice horns. Look, they have spawned in. I did not restart my game. I just happened to wait. I love the little, like, floppy lips. It's so cute. Aha, look at this. You're not too bad of a photographer, you know? Maybe you can even get paid for your photos. Not on my account, of course. Thanks, dude. No jumps left on the road. All right, so you were photographing. I went out of my way to deliver the order for the pony girls for free. Why do you look at me like that? Do you think I'm cheap? You know I have a heart of pure, shiny gold. Yeah, sure. Wonder what a heart of gold would be worth. What would it cost to replace it with a cheaper pacemaker, you think? Never mind that. You can let the girls know their delivery is on the way. And this is let Penny know that James has sent their order. This is for no jumps left on the road for 10 shillings, 5 player experience, and 10 rep with Fort Penta. We'll also get started with the South Hoof Peninsula Lighthouse goes dark. It's a nightmare, Linnea. You have to help me. What's happened, do you ask? The lighthouse on the South Hoof Peninsula has gone out. It's a complete disaster. No tourist ships will dare come close to Fort Pinta if the lighthouse isn't there to guide them. And if there are no tourists, then I don't make money. Oh, poor me. Sure, bud. Why don't I just call the lighthouse keeper and ask what's going on? Think I'm stupid? Of course I've called him. I've called loads of times, but there's no answer. Something must have happened. You'll help me, though, right, Linnea? You will? Sweet. I've had an idea. A while back, I bought a couple of really nice, cozy little boats to rent out to tourists. For some reason, though, nobody's ever hired them. Weird. Going out on a boat is super fun, or so I've been told. Anyway, you can borrow one so you can go over to South Hoof. What do you think, Linnea? Why don't I just go myself? I'm allergic to water. Yep, that's it. So unfortunately, I can't go. The boat's down there between the pier and the beach. Good luck. Right down to the James's boat, which is moored to a jetty between the pier and the beach. This will give us 25 shillings, 15 player experience, and 15 rep with Fort Pinta. But first, we're going to take a detour over here with Polly and Penny. Looks like you had more luck with James than we did. So we already sent the order? That's awesome. I can't believe it. We're finally ready to set up our race. You should be the first one to try it since you managed to persuade James to deliver our order. Polly and I have a couple of errands to run. We'll go to Pony Point as soon as we can. That's where we'll set up the race. I'll mark it on your map and we'll meet you there. Meet the sisters at Pony Point as marked on your map. Pony Point is located between Jarl's Tomb and the Silver Song River. This will give us 10 shillings, 5 player experience, and 10 rep with Fort Pinta. While I am here, first thing, I'm going to grab this bottle. And then we're going to run the scenic circuit so I can get experience. Also going to do this while I'm here. Folks over here, that's Tower Breakers. I should be like dating these videos so that everyone knows like what day it is. They don't think that, man, am I missing something? Unless it's going on the week that I put this up here, probably not. This is July the 9th of 2026, so doing a lot of recording sessions near each other so I can get to level 12 by the time that this trial start right now. Even unlocked, work those gates. Cool, we just got the gold version of that. We've gone through 500 gates right at the end there. Alright, so and we are so close to level 7. We also got reputation increase with Fort Penta. Beach feels so empty. I think I said that before, but it feels so empty since the end of summer days. All right, last beach race. Level 7 won't give me a speed increase, but what it will do is give me the follow command. So when I go do the bridge to Nowhere's Highland, I can have my horse follow me when I do the chainsaw cutting. We're headed towards Jarlheim. Well, technically towards Mrs. Pike, but you know. That's still way too hot to drink. Well, my tea is still too hot to drink. I'll just drink some water. Bruce. Buddy. He's not giant like he was for a few weeks there, but still. There's our buddy. Such a boy. Oh no, I'm sideways again. Crap. Let's see, South Hoof Peninsula Lighthouse. Alright, then we'll go back up to James, and I swear, I just got started. This thing's gonna... Is it inspecting objects for quests? Is that what's doing it? Because it was fine. It did it when I inspected Zen, and now it did it when I inspected the boat, so. You already been to South Cliff Peninsula? You haven't? The boat was not working, you say? That's ridiculous. I paid 10 Jorvik shillings for those boats. Maybe there's a hole or two in the bottom, but they're there just to keep you cool while you're out on the water, like air conditioning in a car. It's not how that works. Why do you look so suspicious, Linnea? Buddy, why do you think? Okay. The boat might not be in top condition, but I have another. I rented it out to the guard at the disco, so he could practice landing maneuvers at the beach or something. Why don't you go ask him if you can borrow that one instead? Ask the guard at the disco if you can borrow his boat. This is for the quest Another Boat to Borrow. For 10 shillings, 10 player experience, and 10 rep with Fort Penta. Attention! Linnea, how can I be of assistance to you today? What on earth? You want to borrow a boat from me? Aha! You mean the landing craft. I borrowed it in order to rehearse crucial beach storming maneuvers. Operation Iron Cockroach, as I call it. What in the world was I just trying to say? Like cooperation and operation? I don't know. I don't know. It was a terrible boat. My beach landing rehearsals became a little too realistic, even for me. No time to waste, though. I realize you're on an important mission, Linnea, so I hereby submit my report of Operation Iron Cockroach. At 0407 yesterday morning, I was out at sea off Fort Pinta, carefully and silently approaching the beach. Just next to the diving board, I saw a guard post. The element of surprise was lost and my position uncovered, so I went full speed ahead to get ashore where the enemy had a chance to react. Suddenly, I heard a huge explosion. A mine, I thought, so I threw myself straight into the water. Then I realized that the fuel tank on the landing craft had exploded. I swam to land and retreated to the fort. The enemy guard revealed himself in better light to be a particularly suspicious-looking bush. Okay, so no actual danger was present, and I gave myself the order to stop the exercise. How did it go with the boat? Oh, I've got no idea. I haven't had a chance to run recon over the terrain yet. I mean, I've got light bulbs to change and the disco ball to polish first. During my retreat, I saw Ellen running towards me. She's the lifeguard down at the beach at below Fort Pinta. You could always ask her if she saw what happened to the boat. Operation Iron Cockroach? Ask lifeguard Ellen about the guard's boating accident by the beach. For 20 shillings, 15 player experience, and 15 rep with Fort Pinta. Two moss and a chew. Wow, okay. Take those. Lovely day, wouldn't you say? Hi, my name's Ellen, and I'm the lifeguard here at the beach. What's your name? The guard's accident? I knew it was him sneaking away through the bushes. He looked pretty baffled. Did I see what happened to his boat? Yeah, when I heard the explosion, I ran over, so I didn't see the actual accident. Whatever ends up in the water here usually drifts ashore on the peninsula past the beach. If his boat didn't sink, it's pretty sure to have ended up there. If you find the boat, please let me know. I have to check so that it's not a danger for the swimmers. Whatever ends up in the water, look for the missing boat on the peninsula past the beach. This will be for 15 shillings, 20 player experience, and 20 rep with Fort Pinta. Did you find the boat? Bits of it, you say? Why are you so interested in a wonky old boat like that anyway? Oh, you need a boat to get to South Hoof? And James' other boat in pretty much the same shape? Maybe you can repair the boat with the parts from the wreck here. Worth a try, right? It's pretty quiet here right now, so I can help you if you'd like. If the other boat's broken too, you'll probably need parts to fix it. Maybe there's some stuff from the wreck you can use? I'll go and take a look at your boat while you look for parts here on the beach that you can use. What do you say? Great. Have a look on the little peninsula where you found the wreck. Everything that's sunk is probably washed ashore there. Sudden coughing. Wow, okay, that's awful. As happens sometimes. I've been talking a lot today. I think this is my third video today, so. All right. Everything that's sunk is probably washed ashore there. I'll see you at the jetty where your boat is later. One man's wreck is another man's boat. Look for and collect parts of the wreck on the peninsula past the beach. When you're done, talk to Ellen. She's waiting on the jetty where James's boat is. For 30 shillings, 20 player experience, and 25 rep with Fort Penta. It would be nice if they would move these boat parts out to be like in this tidal area that they added in. Some of them are underground anyway, so also that plant's always buried. Cribs. Hey buddies. I had the championship one. It's fine. Hi again. Looks like you found loads of useful stuff. We'll definitely be able to use this.
Money.
Well, Linnea, I don't see there being any problems with sealing the hull of your boat with the parts we have here. We just need to get a hold of some kind of glue or sealant to hold it all together. The engine is a different story. We'll need to find the wreck's engine if you're going to have any chance of fixing it. You didn't see an engine on the peninsula, did you say? I guess it sank when the fuel tank exploded on the guard's boat. It's probably on the seabed by the diving board at the beach. Have a look there and see if you can't salvage it. Here's the anchor, from the boat. Perhaps you can use it as a fishing hook to fish up the engine? Use the rope to fish out the engine. Come back once you found it, and I'll see if I can find a way to use these parts you found in the meantime. Fishing for an engine. Salvage the engine from the sea off Fort Penta Beach for 15 shillings, 25 player experience, and 30 rep with Fort Penta. Brucey, he's back. You reel in a boat engine. It's always that third one that's right here near the higher diving board. And I missed. Nice work. Now we have enough spare parts and then some. We have the quest, a barrel of sealant, and an interrupted dip. I reckon I should be able to get the engine going for you, Linnea. I was a mechanic at the Yorvik City scrapyard before I became a lifeguard here. I hardly ever saw the sun at that scrapyard, so changing careers was pretty much the best decision I ever made. Anyway, I saw a barrel of sealant further down this pier. That should do the trick for sealing up the hull. It should have been delivered to my friend Donald the builder in Jarlaheim, but it's been sitting there for weeks now, so I guess the ferry captain must have forgotten about it. Would you ride over and get it? I'll text Donald now and ask him if it's okay if we use it. I'm sure he'll say yes, so ride over and grab it now. A barrel of sealant? Fetch the barrel of sealant on the pier and ride back to Ellen. For 45 shillings, 10 player experience, and 25 rep with Fort Penta. And then we have the quest and interrupted dip. Well, I'm sure we'll get this engine started eventually. I've got some tools you can borrow, but maybe you could do me a favor in return? Yesterday night, I took a little dip down by the jetty on the other side of Fort Penta. It was pretty late, and around the same time, the guard was out on his adventures in the boat. When I heard the explosion, I ran to the beach as quickly as I could, but I ended up leaving my clothes behind. You think you could grab them for me? Thanks, Linnea. Find the clothes that Ellen left behind on the other side of Fort Penta for 20 shillings, 15 player experience, and a 10 rep with Fort Penta. So first, let's grab our sealant. Take this back to her.
Money.
Exactly. That's the barrel I was talking about. Oh, speak of the devil. A text from Donald. He writes that we should just take as much sealant as we need. If there's something there's never a shortage of, it's sealant, he says. That sounds good, Linnea. Donald usually knows what he's talking about. We'll have the quest to seal the boat, but I'm going to wait to do that until I get back with her stuff. So now I have to remember where these were. Not that one, it's this one. It wasn't that one, it just picked the wrong one. Okay, so it's the very first one near the barrel. It's this, like, dressing hut furthest away from Fort Pinto. And then over here is the third set, the third item. And also, is the star back here, or am I'm just thinking of a spider? There's a spider over there. Sometimes I can't remember where the spiders are and where the stars are, especially these near stars.
Benzema.
Oh, thanks, Linnea. They're my favorite clothes, so I was a bit worried they might have gone missing. Now we have boat engine repairs. Here are my tools, Linnea. I haven't really used them since I left the scrapyard in Norfolk City, but they're still in good condition, as I'm sure you'll notice. You know how to repair an engine, right? Of course you do. Sorry I even asked. I mean, I do, but whether my character does or not is a different story. Actually, I haven't done that in, like, when did I leave high school? 25 years ago? Yeah, something like that. Good luck, and let me know if you need anything. Boat engine repairs. Repair the engine, then talk to Ellen for 30 shillings, 30 player experience, and 15 rep with Fort Pinto. Also pick up Seal the Boat. Now you just need to use the sealant to seal the hull of the boat. With the parts from the wreck you found earlier, you shouldn't have any problems making it watertight. I'll wait here. Just ask if you need anything. Seal the hull of the boat and talk to Ellen again. This will give us 25 shillings, 35 player experience, and 15 rep with Fort Pinto. Sealing the boat. And with the engine.
No money.
You're not a bad mechanic. You could get a job at the scrapyard if you wanted. That engine looks brand new.
Only the same.
Great. That hull's going to let even a drop of water in now.
He knows, Ma.
There we go, Linnea. Now your boat's good as new. All you need now is fill the tank with fuel and off you go. Fuel? Did you not get any fuel from James? Well, without fuel, you won't be getting far. It's probably best if you ride to him and ask for some. I need to get back to the lifeguarding on the beach now, but it was really nice to meet you. Nice to be able to use my old skills again as well. That doesn't happen much anymore. Good luck over at South Hoof and see you around. No boat trip without fuel. Ask James for some fuel for the boat for 50 shillings, 10 player experience, and 40 rep with Fort Penta. Get back up here to James. Hey, Linnea, you already been over to South Hoof Peninsula? You need fuel for the boat, you say? Fuel is so expensive. Are you sure it's necessary? Can't you row? My dude. Okay, I get it. If the lighthouse doesn't light back up again, it'll be a disaster for my businesses. I don't have much in the way of cash flow right now, though, Linnea. Don't you have some ideas about where you can get a hold of some cheap fuel? Steve? He's got a fuel tank, you say? Think you could get some from him? Great idea, Linnea. That way it'll be free. Quick, right over to Steve and get some fuel. No time to waste. Free fuel is the best fuel. Ask Steve if he can give you some fuel for 15 shillings, 15 player experience, and 25 rep with Fort Penta. We love when things are free 99. But we're going to take a couple of detours before we do this. One detour is going to be over here to the championship since I have that quest. They did just get done running, so I should be able to do this one. Arg. I mean, welcome to the Fort Penta Championship. This sea dog is my brother, Larry. Don't be afraid, we are not pirates. We are respectable sailors who unfortunately got seasick a lot, so our captain marooned us on this island. Luckily, a nice young man was looking for help to run this championship. He said Larry and I could do the labor and he'd split the pay with us 50-50. So Larry and I each get 100% of 25% as he explained it. Okay. James. Buddy. You're going to get in trouble, you know. Anyway, part of our job is to orient you to the new hub. So I call this platform my crow's nest. I like that it's not up too high. Larry, show Linnea the schedule board. Fort Penta Championship Introduction. Harriet introduces you to the Fort Penta Championship Hub for 50 shillings, 15 player experience, and 75 rep with the Fort Penta Championship. Avast ye, cast ye pippers on the schedule board. Thank you, Larry. That was spectacular work. So, I'm so glad you're here to help. Linnea, the vet and horse trainers are over here if your horse is in need of professional care. Please don't ask us for assistance because we are afraid of horses. As you earn elite rider status, you'll be able to purchase items at the pro shop. Notice my brother and I like to dress well. I'll be honest, it wasn't easy to keep up such a fine appearance on the ship. So I can't say I really miss the grime and stink of piracy. I mean sailing. Speaking of fashionable wardrobes, you can access yours here. Larry, please explain the next bit. This dude's eye patch is fake. After you sign up for the race, line up in this waiting area. If you wander off, you'll end up in Davy Jones' locker. What's that, Harriet? Oh, never mind. Nothing so deadly, but you will lose your spot in the race. Savvy? Blimey, I think that's it. Time for the real adventure. If you aren't too scared to fall in the drink, that's the water to you landlubbers, mastering our race course will prepare you for all the perils a swashbuckler will encounter. What do you say, matey? Friend? Give it a try. Train on the Fort Penta Championship race course. This will give us 50 shillings, 50 horse experience, and 250 rep with the Fort Pinta Championship. So slow, the boats are way out of the way by the time I get to them. Oh dear. Half the time, I just cannot get that gust of wind, little booster anymore. That was almost a bad jump, but anyway, it took me so long. It's got the wind gusts up for me. Two and a half minutes, yikes. Nice work. Maybe we'll claim some bounty at the championship. Not right now, but sure, thanks, okay. Anyway, up to the pony races. Or the pony race, I should say. Also be able to do... I don't have the one for the pony championship yet. That could be what's going on in Moreland. Back here at Pony Point, I want this. Shoot. Hi, Linnea. We got a ride with the fishing boat, so we got here faster than we expected. All right, so here are the obstacles. They don't really look brand new, do they? Well, as long as they're good for jumping over, I guess. They're heavy, though. Linnea, can you carry the obstacles with your horse? Polly and I will get going to set up all the signs we need. Come back here when you're done. Jump all around Pony Point. Or jumps all around Pony Point. Place the obstacles throughout the course. This is for 40 shillings, 10 player experience, and 10 rep with Fort Pinta. We're just going to set up these jumps. Oh, right. I do get a lead to the Pony Championship from Agnes. Right. Veldale, though, I could just go to. Same with Jarlaheim once I discover it. You're done? Perfect. Thank you so much. Now we're ready for the very first test ride, aren't we, Polly?
Mama.
Oh my, this is so exciting. Is this York's first ever pony exclusive race? Not to scare you off or anything, Linnea. You can enter with any horse of your choice this once. I can't wait to hear what you thought of the race. Test the pony race. Complete Penny and Polly's race for 10 shillings, 5 player experience, and 10 rep with Fort Penta. The obstacle fell apart by a gust of wind. You must pause the race. I didn't have time to read all that, but basically just go back to Penny and Polly. They're that heavy. How'd the wind blow them apart?
Mama.
Holy Jarl, did you guys see that? That obstacle fell apart. We can't host a race with obstacles that don't even hold together.
Mama.
I can't believe this. James, the con man. Confront James for 10 shillings, 5 player experience, and 10 rep with Fort Penta. Looks like the obstacles are entirely rusted. We didn't see it at first because they were already assembled. And look, some of them look like they got hit by something.
Oh, Mama.
You know, it doesn't escape me that a certain someone delivered these for us, already assembled, for free.
Mama.
Wait, is that? Hi, James. Yeah, hey, hi.
Mama.
It was awful nice of you to deliver the obstacles for us, you know? Assembled and all. Hey, yep, that's me, Mr. Nice Guy and all that.
Mama.
Then you wouldn't happen to know how they are all rusty and broken. She has the same earrings on, I just noticed. Broken? No way. I couldn't imagine how that happened. It's not like the box they came in got pushed over a cliff or something. Absolutely not, especially not twice.
Oh.
So why are you here then? As the Minister of Tourism at Fort Penta, it's my duty to make sure you lot aren't trying to steal my business.
Mama.
Your business? James, we want people who love ponies to come visit us. The more people who come from the rest of Yorvik to visit us, the more people might even visit you.
Oh.
You can even join us and gain more tourists from helping us with the marketing. And you could try a race. Isn't Mayor Peanut basically your pony anyway? Excuse you, Mayor Peanut is the very esteemed mayor of... Wait up, did you say more people might show up? Why didn't you say so from the start? Dude, they did. Pony people, welcome to Fort Penta. Imagine how much money we will make from this. Or whatever. It's very unfortunate the obstacles seem to be in bad condition. That's bad for my business, for sure. Not to worry, I'll fix them up for you. Fucking guy. See, there we go. There we are. Good as new. I need to run, Linnea. I need to prepare for the copious amounts of tourists to come. Smell you later. As good as new. Talk to Penny and Polly for 40 shillings, 5 player experience, and 10 rep with Fort Penta.
Mama.
I'm not turning sideways now, at least. Goodness me, he really did a good job mending the obstacles. I've heard his sister Alex is really crafty. He must have learned a thing or two from her. But never mind that. Now you can finally try out the race again. Oh, hey, I forgot about my tea. It's not hot, but it's getting to the point of not being warm.
Mama.
I'm so excited, aren't you, Penny? Remember, Linnea, this is the one time you'll be able to ride this race with any horse. We need to keep our promise of promoting ponies for the future. Complete the pony race. A trial run on the pony race. This will give us 30 shillings, 100 horse experience, and 10 rep with Fort Penta. As I am on a pony, I can do the race again later, if I would like, or right after. Jumping? What's that? I'm just gonna go past the side of it. the music for this race is so dang cute. Success. Beautifully written, Linnea. Thank you for all your help, and you're very welcome back at any time, as long as you're riding a pony, of course. Now I have the pony race available, but we are first going to head over to see Steve. Get some gas from him. Actually, I'm going to take a detour and I'm going to grab this flax that I can see. Oh, there's one over there, too. It's mostly on the way. Detour for two plants. I detour for flax and I detour for rubia because rubia is the hardest to find. The flax, I need 8 flax for 1 hay. Oh. In every garden powder is 2 rubia, 2 moss, 1 jute, and 1 chamomile. It's hot. Hello there, Linnea. Fuel? Well, of course. I'm sure we can arrange something. Need some fuel, you say? Well, I'm sure I can spare some for you. After all, what are friends for? I actually need to fuel up some of my machines, too. You know what? Take these 2 empty fuel cans, Linnea. Fill them both up, and you can keep one of them. Does that sound okay? Good. See you soon. 2 cans for the price of 1. Fill the 2 empty fuel cans and talk to Steve again for 10 shillings, 20 player experience, and 25 rep with Fort Penta. Two cans of fuel, 1 for me and 1 for you. It was a delight to see you again, Linnea. Here's your can of fuel, filled to the brim with top-notch fuel. Good luck, and say hello to James for me. Top-notch fuel for James. Ride back to James with the fuel for 25 shillings, 25 player experience, and 35 rep for Fort Penta. Being as she is still so dang slow, we're just gonna take the trailer back to Fort Penta. And then off over here, whoops, we're going to take a detour real quick. Not John, I want that. You know, I need to see something. Okay, Galaxy is for level 1. Embermaid is level 1. Curia is level 1. And the Celestine is also level 1. Cool, so these horses apply for Linnea's restrictions. That's a good deal. I don't know if any of the halflingers are, though. looks like all the Jorvik ponies apply for level 1. And halflingers need level 11, it looks like. Okay. None of those guys for Linnea. Unless there was one that was originally level 1 and it's just not at. Or is there one at Norland? To look at my list. Hey, I made it. Okay. No, there is not a halflinger. Well, not from there. I think the all the woods ones, the magic horses are level 1. And I believe Audra is, so she can get the magic ones at least. Hey, Linnea, did you get some fuel for Steve? A whole can? For free? That Steve's got no idea how to do business. But you don't hear me complaining, especially with gas prices right now, jeez. Full tank. What are you waiting for, Linnea? Ride down to the boat, fill her up with fuel, and set sail to South Hoof Peninsula. Hurry, because without tourists, Fort Pinta is going to go under. Or, well, at least my businesses will. Bye. Fill the full tank. Fill the boat's engine with fuel for 25 shillings, 15 player experience, and 25 rep with Fort Pinta. Oh, crap. The fuel tank on the boat's engine is now full to the brim with fuel. Where are we at? Okay. We are nearing an hour. I'm a little under. I'm at 53 minutes right now. But my partner's going to wake up in a little bit because he does work tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. And I will see you on the next video next week. Obviously, I will be back to record more stuff once he's off to work. And but for this video, we'll do our little, what they call a call to action. So follow, share, like and subscribe. It's like and subscribe, but here, that's what it is on YouTube, yeah. Follow me on Twitch, yeah. Check my socials, and you can find other places where you can do that stuff. In the meantime, I hope you folks have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever it happens to be when you are watching this. And until then, I will see you folks on the next one. Take care.